Philippines' Maria Ressa found guilty of cyber libel and latest blow to free press. Embattled Philippines journalist Maria Ressa was found guilty of cyber libel Monday, in a case she and press freedom groups have described as a politically motivated prosecution by the Duterte government. Ressa was arrested early last year in the Manila offices of Rappler, the online news outlet she founded in 2012 and which has gained prominence for its unflinching coverage of President Rodrigo Duterte and his brutal war on drugs. The case hinged on a story written in 2012, which alleged that businessman Wilfredo Keng had links to illegal drugs and human trafficking. However, the article was published by Rappler 2 years before the new cyber libel laws came into effect in the Philippines. Prosecutors have argued that a correction made to the story after the law passed constituted a republication and meant it could be considered a cyber libel. On Monday, the court found both Ressa and Rappler staffer Ronaldo Santos Jr., who wrote the story, guilty of the offense, according to her news organization. They face a maximum of 7 years in prison, though are likely to be bailed while they appeal the judgment. Ressa still faces another 8 charges in a variety of courts, according to Rappler. Politically motivated J.J. Dicini, one of Ressa's lawyers, called the charges politically motivated and said that any updates made to the offending article in 2014 were merely a punctuation change. If the libel had been committed way back in 2012, a change in punctuation couldn't have republished that libel, Dicini added. Rappler's extensive reporting on the Philippines under President Duterte has made the site and its journalists targets of his supporters. Ressa has been indicted multiple times on libel and tax evasion charges that critics have described as politically motivated and designed to silence independent media in the Southeast Asian country. Speaking to CNN last July, Ressa said it's easier to be on the front line as a war correspondent than to fight for press freedom because you don't even know where the enemy is here. At least when you're in a war zone, the gunfire's coming from one side and you know how to protect yourself, she said. Ressa, a Time Person of the Year and former CNN bureau chief, has posted bail 8 times and faces trial on a litany of charges from cyber libel to tax evasion, which she has criticized as an absurd effort to halt her reporting. If you're a reporter in the Philippines, this is part of daily life. It's like pollution in the air, she added. While Ressa admits she feels uncomfortable serving as a global figurehead for the fight for a free press, she is acutely aware of the importance of the cause. When we look back a decade from now, we at Rappler will know that we have done everything we could, she said. Threat to the media press freedom in the Philippines has deteriorated rapidly under Duterte, and the country now ranks 136th out of 180 countries on the Reporters Without Borders (RSF) Press Freedom Index. Last month, the country's largest broadcaster, ABS-CBN, which had also reported heavily on the deadly drug war, was forced off the air by a cease and desist order. In a statement, the Committee to Protect Journalists denounced the move and said it deprived the public of crucial news and information when they most need it. The group has also warned that a new anti-terror legislation threatens media freedom. Section 9 of the law criminalizes incitement to commit terrorism by means of speeches, proclamations, writings, emblems, banners or other representations tending to the same end, and establishes new anti-terrorism courts specifically to hear cases under the law. President Duterte should come down on the side of press freedom and scrap the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020, or at least modify the act to ensure that the media cannot be hit with bogus incitement charges, said Sean Crispin, CPJ senior Southeast Asia representative. The legislation as written is a direct threat to journalists and should be rejected. CNN's Rob Bachetta and Ewan McCurdy contributed reporting. Click subscribe to receive the latest news.